Man United icon Sir Alex Ferguson's furious dig ahead of Villarreal Champions League clash. Manchester United vs Villarreal, and the opposite way around, is a fixture that has history to it. And the first time they ever locked horns, it wasn't a great night for the Red Devils. Wayne Rooney was dismissed for sarcastically clapping referee Kim Nielsen, with Sir Alex Ferguson then firing a dig afterwards. Every game for United against Villarreal has ended in a 0-0 draw, including the Europa League final back in May, when they lost on penalties. And the first time they met was back in 2005, when the Red Devils were managed by Ferguson. It was a night to forget for United, however, with the Scots side putting in a lackluster display as they failed to take all 3 points. And Rooney's red card capped off a poor evening, with the England international dismissed for sarcastically clapping the referee. Afterwards, Ferguson agreed in the right decision. But he also aimed a dig at Nielsen by insisting they'd had disappointments before with the same man in charge. Think you know sport? Test your sporting knowledge with our tricky quiz. I think Wayne reacts to injustice, Ferguson told Sky Sports. He felt he had been wrongly booked, but you cannot applaud the referee. I actually thought it was for raising his hands, but now I know it was for clapping the decision. I don't think he gave himself any chance there, not with that referee. It's debatable whether it's a booking in the context of a game like that, but you can't applaud the referee. I think referee, had a choice with the yellow card, but he had no choice with the red card. Don't miss Man United set Kane Price by Tottenham chief Levy convinced Arsenal make Arteta sack decision. Kita agent calls out Liverpool boss Klopp. We're a bit disappointed with the referee, but we've had disappointments before with Kim Nielsen, but that's European football and you've got to learn from that. Nielsen then came out fighting afterwards, insisting he'd made the right call. Even sarcastic play is not allowed, the referee cannot accept that, he said. But he did also admit he wouldn't give Rooney any special treatment afterwards. You start from zero every time, a new match. You cannot say it is a minus for him in the future, he said. United's draw with Villarreal ultimately cost them dear, with Ferguson's team unable to make it out of the Champions League group stages. And Solskjaer's side will face a similar fate if they're unable to emerge victorious in tonight's contest. Speaking beforehand, he said, they're a very well-organized team, very hard to beat. Obviously we've played them 5 times as a club, and every game's ended up a draw after full time or extra time. Of course it was disappointing to lose the penalty shootout. It's indicative of them and the results they've had since the final as well. There have been so many tight games and I don't think they've lost since they played us. They beat Elche, but apart from that, it's just been draws, with Atletico Madrid, with Atalanta, with Chelsea in the Super Cup final. It's always tight games against them. And he then added, of course the traits are there, the individual traits and the team traits. But of course they've signed a few players with Dia, maybe he'll play, I don't know, Danjuma who we know from Bournemouth, so some good players there that would give them something a little bit different.